Coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories, we're headed back to school for teachers, students, and yes, even parents.
Gets them in the groove a little bit and back in the scenery, it takes some of those nervous anticipations out.
It's not just back to school for Great Hearts scholars. Our alumni are getting ready to head back to college, including Brody Richter from Veritas Prep, who will be the starting punter for UCLA this year.
It's a fantastic school. Academically, they're awesome. Teachers are fantastic. Classes aren't too big.
And nearly 2,000 Great Hearts teachers gathered together for the annual summit in Arizona to kick off the 24-25 school year. You're simply the best. That's all coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories.
Welcome back to Great Hearts, Great Stories, our monthly student newscast. We hope you enjoyed your summer. I'm Bella Nieves, a 7th grader at Glendale Prep.
And I'm Elias Moore, a 6th grader at GP. Let's get this newscast started by celebrating the first day of school at Great Hearts.
Hear ye, hear ye, the school is now open. Yay!
Today is a wonderful day. We have almost 16,000 students starting across Great Hearts, Arizona, from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, in person, brick and mortar, and also online. And it's just such a tremendous day. There's a little bit of anxiety for everyone, from the 5-year-olds to the 18-year-olds, but also the faculty, staff, everyone, right? You're starting something new after a little bit of time off.
We started a tradition years back where kindergarten parents can walk their kindergartner to the classroom door for the first day. For a lot of these children, it's the first time they've been in school or maybe even been away from their parents. And it's just a special moment for the parents to have that time to walk their son or daughter to the door, take a picture with next to them, next to their teacher, give hugs, say goodbye, and then their student gets to start their day with us. Afterwards, we have what we call Tears and Cheers in the multi-purpose room. It's where we have coffee, lots of Kleenex, some of our school faculty and staff that are able to welcome new families and celebrate everything that it means to have your kindergartner start school.
It's just such a wonderful beginning to be able to dive back into learning and community with each other and continue to build and grow together. So such a blessing, and to know that we're doing that all across the Phoenix area, let alone other states. But it's that first day of the season, kind of opening day, all the excitement that surrounds that. It's a wonderful time.
Almost 2,000 Arizona teachers and staff came together to kick off this new year.
To describe our community, we have a classical composer that I think best describes it. Wait for it. All right, ready? This is good.
That's my headmaster, Mr. Navarrete, always getting everyone excited. This year's theme at the summit was the myth of relevance and the relevance of myth. Here's a sneak peek inside the massive event.
We had our annual summit today. It was wonderful. All 2,000 of our Great Hearts, Arizona employees came together for a few hours. We heard a performance from our faculty choir. Our Great Hearts Bard gave her presentation or recitation of Frost's Mending Wall.
He only says, good fences make good neighbors.
A wonderful talk by Professor Eddie Mulholland from Benedictine College.
If we want our students to change the world, let's help them to be anchored in what is immovable.
It really is the experiential remembering, right? You can know cognitively that there's a bunch of other people at other schools, but it's another thing to come together and say, hey, we're committed to this mission, to this purpose together. And so we do that, we get an opportunity to really take seriously what we commit to, which is we're actually going to learn together a little bit, and then really just to kick off the year.
We have some really exciting plans for our new students coming in, and I'm just really excited to further support the kids. It's going to be a great year.
That's why I keep coming back to teaching, is you're really helping kids grow in their moral formation, not just their intellectual formation. I think Great Hearts does that better than anybody, and that's what makes me most excited to come back every single year.
Here we are together in one room, committed to this purpose, this mission that we're after, which is what differentiates Great Hearts from any other place that we could work. Really also just to learn together. That's one of our commitments and our 6 loves from the beginning. It's not just the students who learn or just the calculus teachers. It's all of us together. Almost 16,000 kids are going to be in there starting a new year of their learning, their maturation, their development, and we have 2,000 adults who have chosen to give this year of their life to this work. That is just so exciting to see and be a part of each and every year.
Just days ago, halls across every Great Hearts Academy were filled with parents and students, all excited to get their schedules and meet their teachers.
Tonight is Meet the Teacher Night. School starts in a couple of days, but students get to come back to school this evening. They'll walk into the NPR, look at the rosters, find out who their teacher is, who their special teachers are, reconvene with old friends that maybe they haven't seen all summer. The basketball teachers have set up a basketball hoop, so that's been a lot of fun for students to do some layups in the NPR with that. Head down to the classrooms and meet their teacher for the first time. This relationship begins, this magical moment of when a teacher and a student meet each other for the first time and know that they're going on a journey together for a year. The parent handing over their child with trust and hope for the year ahead, and the teacher looking them in the eyes and saying, we got this, we have a great year ahead of us. It's a very special time.
We have all been here working all week, preparing for them, and we're just as excited. It's an opportunity for them to see their desks, see some of their friends, put a face to a name if maybe they don't know their teachers, but it's just a great way to ease that little bit of nerves that come with a new school year.
I think it definitely eases the nervousness and apprehension of what to expect. It kind of gets them in the groove a little bit and back in the scenery, it takes some of those nervous anticipations out. And as a parent who likes to be organized and know what to expect, it helps as well for planning and preparation.
I would hope that they leave excited to begin the school year. That maybe some of those normal nerves and trepidation before a school year are replaced with excitement. That I know who my teacher is, I know where my classroom is, I know where my desk is, I've got my supplies unloaded, I know where my friends are, and ready to start the year together.
A new partnership was formed over the summer between Catalyst Christian Academy and Great Hearts Christos.
And we are so grateful to Pastor Samson Dunn and the whole team at Catalyst Church for allowing Great Hearts to partner with Catalyst Christian School to create Great Hearts Catalyst, our newest K-8 school, together serving kids in the pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty, and especially the truth of the Lord.
Great Hearts Catalyst is located near 67th Avenue and Indian School in West Phoenix. This Christian classical academy will offer kindergarten through 8th grade.
I thought we were going to be sending Annabelle to a different school. I was dead set, this is the school we're going to. It made the most sense. It was by my husband's work, even though it was not necessarily close to the house. We knew people who went there, and I really thought on the morning of touring schools that that's where she was going to go, but people kept saying, you should check out Great Hearts Christos, you should check out Great Hearts Christos, and I really had zero interest, but I did it mostly to just throw another school in to kind of have like, all right, we looked at more than one, and I went to Great Hearts Christos, and you walk in and truly it's just peace in the campus. That's the only word I could give to it. And Dr. Adalagbe gave us our tour, and like I said, that morning I was praying Psalm 23, Lord, let me be a sheep, let me be a sheep. And she said that morning, there in Long Chapel, they were memorizing Psalm 23, and I just knew that that was the Spirit, that was the Lord saying, this is where you're meant to be.
Great Hearts Christos' first day of school is set for August 14th. There's still time to apply if you're interested in a classical Christian education. You can learn more at greatheartschristos.org.
More than 700 new teachers were welcomed during the new faculty orientation, known as NFL, where they began their Great Hearts teacher training.
We exist to cultivate the minds and hearts of students for the pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty.
So new faculty orientation, we call it NFO for short, is where we have all of our new Great Hearts Arizona employees. In this case, it's about 250 this year who come, and we kind of give them the high level, the cream of what Great Hearts is, why it started, what we continue to do, how we do it, and why we do it in this particular way.
But the audacious part of Great Hearts is that we actually believe that mission. And because we believe that mission, it needs to infiltrate everything that we do.
I really like just everyone coming together and then being able to learn together. In our seminars, we do a seminar usually on a Frost poem, a seminar on a Platonic dialogue, and that's a time where you're really coming together to study. I remember this really vividly. 18 years ago, getting a package in the mail about a week before I started, and it was all that I had to read in preparation for an orientation. I felt like, this is great. It's like I'm back in school. So, as an educator, you get excited about stuff like that. Yesterday, they'd asked all those who have graduated from a Great Heart School, raise your hand. And it seemed like there were probably 20, 25 just in that year's crowd. I thought, that's amazing.
I used to be a student and I love the environment. I love the close-knit environment of the class sizes and just the culture that they've built at Great Hearts. And being on the other side of that and being able to pour into the kids what teachers previously poured into me is something that I'm very excited about.
The entire course of my education at Great Hearts really taught me what it means to pursue truth, beauty, and goodness. It's not just a cliche that is said, it truly is lived in the classrooms every single day. And I felt that as a student, and coming out of that education, I think it never really left me. It has continued to live in my soul. And the reason I wanted to come back as a teacher is because it really does feel like home to me.
And you don't even have to be persuaded to come back. In many cases, you just want to. You want to give back because you see how wonderful it was and formative in your life.
The first few days of school means slow drive lines during drop-off and pickup.
Our friends at Great Hearts Harveston in Baton Rouge have some safety tips for everyone.
First off, safety first. Please stay off your cell phones while driving. I know those cat videos are super tempting, but safety first. Secondly, I'd like to talk about the magic number, 5 miles per hour. Yep, that's right. We're not in a chariot race, folks, so slow and steady wins the race, or at least gets everyone safely to the finish line. Don't forget to give our wonderful staff a wave or a smile. They're out here, rain or shine. Waving with 5 fingers is preferred. Now for the kiddos. Make sure they're ready to hop out when you pull up. Lunch boxes in hand, backpacks on, goodbye said. We've got a school day to start, so every minute counts. Now for the grand finale. Let's keep the line moving. A quick drop off and go will help everyone get in and out faster. Like NASCAR. Minus the tire changes. Don't do that. And there you have it, folks. Your carpool guide from yours truly.
Great Hearts Texas welcomed their new superintendent, Dr. Wade Dyke, over the summer, who isn't new to Great Hearts at all.
Well, I've been involved with Great Hearts really for 7 years now, and on the Texas board originally in 2020, so I came off a few months ago, but so I've been familiar with Great Hearts Texas for a long time. So while I'm 18 days on the job, I also understand some of the growth and the opportunity and the beauty of what's going on in Texas, but also the other things we have to work on in Texas. So it's a great team. It's hard. They're hard working, but it's going to take a little time. My vision for Great Hearts Texas is that we're all squared away with the TEA. We've been able to improve on a couple of the areas where we have to improve, and really open up the opportunity for Great Hearts Texas to flourish in years to come.
Now let's check in with my good friend Erica Stein to take a look at sports.
Erica, we got to hear from UCLA's starting punter, who happens to be a Great Hearts alumni.
Yep, Brody Richter from Veritas announced that he'll be the starting punter this season.
I graduated 2022 from Veritas. It's a fantastic school. Academically, they're awesome. Teachers are fantastic. Classes aren't too big, and teachers get to really tell you what to do because of that. Everyone was telling me college is going to be so difficult. It's going to be so rough. It's not. Veritas did an awesome job getting me ready for college, and I'm so grateful for it. I really only played soccer. I didn't even think about playing football. My parents wouldn't let me whatsoever, but my knees were hurting too bad, so I ended up pursuing football more. I said, I'll only kick or I'll only punt and nothing else. The transition for punting is definitely different than it might be for kicking. Kicking, it's really similar to how you kick a soccer ball. Punting, on the other hand, is a lot more technique than it is power. When I started off, I actually had trouble controlling how much power I would put into a punt. I didn't have good technique. I've just been practicing ever since. I got the opportunity to go to a football tryout at NAU. I ended up beating out the punter that was initially there for the starting position. I ended up playing 5 games in total. I reached out to a couple of colleges. UCLA was one of them, and they happened to take an interest in me. Fantastic school educational-wise. The football program's awesome in its own right too. I can't say no. I just can't wait to be over there. I've been lucky enough to get a spot at NAU and now UCLA. I will be starting for UCLA.
Have you heard Great Hearts is starting spirit squads?
As Great Hearts cheerleaders, we really do focus on just having healthy minds, bodies, and spirits. And we look for athletes that embody strong character, have self-discipline, and overall just a positive attitude in general.
I feel like cheerleading has definitely brought me out of kind of a shell when I was in high school. It was a nice way to connect with other girls who had the same types of interests as me. I really just want to help the girls break out of the shell and make connections with other girls as well. I know they already have that confidence going in, but I feel like meeting other girls will help them develop those relationships and make some friendships.
For me, I think it does give me some self-confidence, and it makes me super energetic and just like really spirited about my school, and I'm just super excited that they have it now.
I'm really excited for this. I have like a lot of friends who are coming into this. Honestly, it just makes me happy, and I feel like it just like connects a lot of people with a lot of girls, and it kind of connects all of us together, and it's very fun to do.
It's also going to bring such great spirit, and it's going to promote spirit at different football and basketball games, different events on campus, and different community events as well. And it's also going to help promote a more positive and supportive atmosphere at these games, which will in turn help the players. And whether we win or lose at games, it's also going to ensure that our fans have such a memorable game day experience, which I'm super excited about. So I'm really looking forward to today. My main focus is just to kind of go over some cheer 101 basics with these girls and just really help try to get them prepared for our tryouts that are just right around the corner.
Also new, our athletes have transportation to get them to their games. These 16-seat passenger vans are available to take your scholar athletes to and from games during the school year. The vans are generously funded by ASTA and Liberty GMC. To learn more about how you can support athletes at your academy, contact your family giving officer. Our mascots are really fired up about this. And Great Hearts Day at Chase Field is set for September 14th, where the Diamondbacks will be hosting the Milwaukee Brewers. More information will be coming from your local academy about purchasing tickets. And with that, I'll send it back to you.
A day at the D-backs is always fun. Thanks, Erica.
Let's go D-backs.
And one last story before we say goodbye. Cicero Prep's art teacher, Mr. Smith, spent the summer working on a big art project.
So I'm actively working on researching and writing a text on American artist Agnes Pelton. Pelton was born in 1881 and she died in 1961. In the last 6 years, her reputation as an important early 20th century American artist has completely shifted from someone basically forgotten to the Museum of Modern Art purchased a painting in May of 23 for $3.4 million, and it's now hanging in the museum there. To give you an idea, in 1995 you can buy the same painting that was just sold for $3.4 million. You could buy for $2,500, less than $5,000 for a major painting. So there were a couple of exhibitions, one at the Orange County Museum of Art in 2009, and then the landmark exhibition, which was organized by the Phoenix Art Museum. So there's the sort of Great Hearts connection to Phoenix. So then when I entered graduate school, we were tasked with doing a research assignment, and I thought, well, this is an artist that I care about. I'll do a 5-page paper on Pelton. So the week of Thanksgiving this past year, the Monday of Thanksgiving, I took the morning off from teaching my 8th grade classes and went to the Phoenix Art Museum to see their 2 paintings behind closed doors with their curator of American art and their registrar. I said, well, this is kind of what I'm working on. I'm working on this larger project. And later in the day, I got an email that said, well, if you're working on a book or on, a paper or on a thesis or something about Agnes Pelton's drawings, we would be interested in that. They're certainly interested in doing something in the future. I'm not sure what the scope of that is, and it's still all in play. And then there are a couple of other institutions that own paintings that I've been in contact with and have meetings set up with to say, hey, look, you have a number of paintings. Did you know? There's all this stuff, and here's my analysis of all of that, and I've already done this work. There's no set plan for an exhibition anywhere yet, but it would make sense that there would be.
We leave you now with some of our first day photos.
Have a great day.
It's always a great day to be a Griffin.